tell you that there's a lot on my mind right now. There's a lot. And this side head, can store a lot. So best believe, there's a lot. Once again, thanks for viewing my channel, viewing my content, getting to know me, bonding with each other, getting to know each other. Just everything. This definitely has been a great experience. A lot better than, honestly, my Instagram, believe it or not. I actually like the YouTube community. I'm coming straight off YouTube from these type of videos I've been making. Instagram with these kind of videos and bringing it onto YouTube. So yeah, it's definitely a huge different dynamic, a lot of learning and stuff like that. But bam, here we go. Back with it. And this topic I want to discuss is about something that's honestly very simple. It's very simple, but it's the simplest things in life that's difficult. Can I get an amen to that? Can I get an amen? So this topic is about we'll just call it admitting. And no, not admissions or not admitting into school. No, like to admit, to be honest with yourself. That's something that honestly a lot of us don't do, and it's very difficult. For one, I think I speak for many when I say that there's some of us who aren't very emotionally connected with ourselves. It's hard for us to express our feelings and our emotions. I'm not one of them, but I used to be as a child. So definitely coming from a place like that is very difficult to come out and express yourself and to open up, talk about your feelings and your emotions. But there's also people who deal with trauma or there's any kind of like personal issues that caused up to them not being as open with others and just the whole shebang. But that's just something in itself. But yeah, when we talk about admitting, like personally, we can start off with looks. I mean, our looks are everything. Doesn't matter how much you try to not make your looks. First impressions, you going for a job interview, your looks is everything. Me personally, right now, I thank God for hats, because if it was no such thing as hats, look at that. Look at me. Crazy. And check this out. I can admit that I do not take good care of myself when it comes to hair, shaving, stuff like that. Sometimes I could be like, whatever. That's a process. That's a step, believe it or not. For you to be open about something and to admit it, that's putting energy into the world. And believe it or not, we are energy. We all revolve. We all function off energy. Whether it's the movies you watch, the TV shows, art, or just even these type of videos I make, the energy that I'm putting out there, that I'm sharing to the world, we take that in and we absorb it and we digest it. And when you digest it and you take it in, it affects you. So when you're able to admit stuff, like how I just admitted that my hair situation, once I'm up for it about it and I put that energy into the world and I'm admitting it, I could feel a little bit more accepting of my issue, and I would take actions forward to change it. Whether if it's gradually, immediately, etc., you'll make those changes. And actually, if you've seen from my previous videos, I just beard. It was rough. And I'm kind of cleaning it up. I'm kind of getting there. I'm going to take my hair out. I'm going to look a lot better in due time. But you know, it's a process. And that's what life is about. We can also go into the topic of relationships. Relationships are difficult. They're not as black and white. You know, there's not like a gray area really. Like there's a little bit of like the rainbow in there. Like it's a lot of shades. It's a lot of, you know, but relationships are emotions, and as I just said, emotions is energy. And when we all come into relationships, we all have our own personal issues that we carry from us, whether it's from our childhood or just previous experiences, previous relationships, whatever the situation may have be. But with that, we bring it into our relationships. And when our partners express themselves and tell us about ourselves, a lot of us will deny it. That ain't me. I don't do that. You know, try to redirect the situation or whatever like that. But knowing that you can really save a relationship or prevent arguments when you take the time out and listen to your partner and hear what they gotta say. And you know, let's be honest, half the time you'll hear them and you be like, dang, I do be doing that. Like, dang, actually right. I do be doing that. But you saying that in your head, but on the outside, what you mean? That's cat. No, I don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And then but actuality, you just so upset that it's true, and that you do that, and now you're just avoiding the situation. Believe it or not, we're people. We're not perfect, and I'm pretty sure your partner is very understanding that you're not gonna change as soon as it's addressed. But you just putting that energy out there and saying, hey, you know what? You're right. I do that. And you're right. And I didn't know how badly it affected you, but it's something I do need to work on. Just admitting these type of things can really change a conversation in your little, you know, conflicts in your relationship, where it don't even lead to argument. To where it's like, yeah, I'm happy we agreed. And then, you know, it comes to agreements, and then, you know, you might be changing, you might become a better person. So admitting such a simple word. Let's be honest too. There's a song that just came out, right? From Young Thug. Album. Check out his album is crazy. I can't remember. It's Slime Language 2. That's what it is. So everyone's putting out the ski dance, the ski challenge on TikTok. Dope, actually. Honestly, TikTok makes you like a lot of songs. Not gonna lie to you. I admit that. I didn't like Ski when I first heard it, but you keep seeing it, you hear, I'm like, oh, this song is alright. It's pretty dope. But there's some people who, you know, it's a fun thing. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's dancing. But, you know, there's some people in the world who can't dance. So, and, you know, it's fine if you can't dance. But as long as you're having fun, as long as you have fun and you out there, it doesn't matter. But a person like, I could dance, and knowing damn well you can't dance. And you go out there, you hit the dance floor, people expecting something, and it's like, and then you're like, you know, like, but you know you can't dance. I mean, if you think you can dance, I mean, okay, sure, that's different. But if you know you can't dance, you just don't want to admit it. Like, come on, now you out there looking crazy. But that's just another story. But yeah, being honest, have fun with yourself. Realize that we're not good at everything. We're not good at some things that we love doing. Sure. As much as I love being a life coach and giving advice and talking about my experience and stuff like that, I'm honestly, I'm not even the best person at doing it. It's not even probably. I'm not the best person. I see a lot of influential YouTubers and Instagrammers who have platforms that give excellent advice. So yeah, I'm not. And I can admit that. I'm not the best. But I enjoy it, and I'm constantly gonna grow to be a better version of myself. And that's the point of things. That's the moral. So to sum it up, guys, learn how to admit things. Learn how to come forward with your demons and things that trouble you and bother you. Because in actuality, the things you confront and you can face and you can put out there in the world and face it, you become a better person, a stronger person, a wiser person. Anyone who's in a job field, who is not happy with it, who has this minimum wage job, and they're not doing what they want to do, and but their job pays the bills, and they're like, oh well, it's whatever, and they ask them, are you happy here? And they're like, oh yeah, I love my job. And I'm like, but they're not. You're never gonna become a better person from that. Always be honest with yourself. How often do you ever see someone who's comfortable, who tries to be comfortable with what they have, and upgrade? No, because you're not being honest with yourself. You can't admit things that are bothering you. If you have a whole college degree, or you just have a whole talent and skill, and you're working somewhere and you feel like you're wasting yourself away, why deal with it? Why sit here and be like, because you have your fears, and you're just like, but it's fine, or it's paying the bills. Be honest. Whoever seen a person who thought like that ever upgrade in life and hit a 6-figure job? No, they'll be right there at the same place making the same excuses because they can't confront and be real with themselves. That I deserve more than minimum wage. I deserve more than what this job is offering me. I deserve to be doing what I love to do. And that's just the actuality of it. A person who knows their worth and able to admit that I'm wasting my time at this place. I'm only here for this time being until I get my stuff together, until I get my stuff right, and I'm out. That's the person you see out in the world with a 6-figure job later on, or doing what they love, and whatever establishment or place they want to be and happy. That's the person. So the next time when you come across something in your life that you have to face, think about it before you speak, come to terms with it, and be honest with yourself. Once again, this is another video. Me and my rough face and my rough hair coming to you as is. Thanks for viewing, guys. Until the next one.